All right, so bulk day 35 arms, and for this lift I definitely want to work on keeping my tricep out in front of me and not letting it like move at all back or forward when I'm doing my whatever extension I choose to do, because I feel like I know when you like start moving your elbow and like your whole body, it's kind of eliminating some of the pressure off your tricep, or the contraction off your tricep, and you're not getting as much work done there. You're kind of starting to work other muscles. So I definitely want to focus on keeping it straight, not moving, not wiggling, and just purely hitting my tricep, because that's the goal. You just want to hit, if you're working triceps, you just want to hit triceps. I mean, that's pretty straightforward, but yeah, so definitely gonna work on keeping it straight. And I noticed from my other clips, watching them, which I love doing because I never record my lifts, and it's a good way to reflect on like how you're lifting, because you don't always know how you're lifting from just looking at a mirror. So I definitely saw when I'm doing my bicep curls, I kind of am raising my arms a little bit and letting them fall a little bit too low. So I want to keep that middle ground and not let them fall. So definitely working on form a little bit as I progress through my whole lifting journey. But that's about it for the arm day form I wanted to rant about. Very important, but yeah. Oh yeah, and also for the whole form thing, I feel like your mindset is also a big play into your form, because if your mind isn't fully locked in, or you're not fully thinking about the muscle you're hitting, everything just goes to crap, because you're not really thinking about the little things that are actually important, that will probably kill some gains if you're not focusing correctly. So mindset, getting hyped up, not just letting the hype be hype, but also letting the hype be translate to what you're doing. So 2 deep breaths, or I'm going to kill my triceps. Go in there and, focus and kill your muscles at the same time. It's not just about how much effort you can put into it, it's about how much focus you can put into what you're actually doing, and effort at the same time. Because everybody can go in and just, not everybody, but a lot of people can go in and just like push a lot of weight and get not that good of a tricep or whatever muscle you're working pump, but it looked good because it was a lot of weight. But did you actually feel that weight in your muscle where you wanted to? I don't know. I just feel like the whole eagle lifting thing, I can do like the full stack for the push downs, but I don't really feel it that much. Like, I know I can, but it's almost more beneficial for me to say, all right, just because you're a little bit below the full stack, that you could probably do with really good form, where you could go up a little bit and look a little bit more cool because it's a full stack. So you definitely want to think about that. Lower the weight. Don't just, if you're up to 170, be like, oh, it's an odd number, or it's whatever. I gotta go up, Do the weight you can do, and who cares what anybody else thinks? Think about the greats. Half the dudes, they could probably lift a ton, but they're sitting there doing perfect form with the weight that they can actually handle and manage, where their form's not gonna go shit. And they are pushing hard, but you know what I mean, like, don't let yourself get caught up in, oh, I gotta do a certain amount of weight, But if you're ever having a day where you're like, your vibe's kind of low, you're not really feeling the workout, honestly, are you listening to the same music you always do? I know when I listen to the same music that I usually do, I get a little bored of it. Maybe just try to like switch things up a little bit. Ask your buddies for like their playlist, or I don't do that, but like just go online, search up anabolic gym playlist, switch it up, you know? Maybe think about that one girlfriend that dumped you, you know? Just try things new. Go on YouTube and search up gym edits and just listen to like the little TikTok audios. Those are actually pretty good. I think there's a lot of hype to be a lot of hype there. So it's very important that you're not going to your rep with a bad vibe or like a bad mood. You have to be. I mean, you can go into it with a pissed off mood, but like not like a I don't really want to do this type mood. More like a I'm pissed off at the way I want to do this type of mood. So that will definitely help. A little copper right there. Goals for this lift. I definitely want to have the best lift of this year because I should have a very good lift. I mean, I'm just off a rest day. It's a sunny day. Everything's in line for me to lift hard, and I recovered well. Ate all the right foods. Got my pre-workout in. Got my pump in. So yeah, that's my goal. Have the best lift of the year. And honestly, just killed the day. So that's about it. See you guys in the gym. We'll be pumping some major iron today. So later. Alright, so that's the end of the workout, but I definitely noticed that my left arm, when I flex it, I like raise my shoulder a little bit, which is kind of weird, but I'm trying to fix that. And I also changed the lighting. I'm not trying to make it so dark, because I feel like when you make the lighting kind of look really freaky, you set the bar for yourself higher than it actually is, or like you think you're bigger than you actually are, but in reality the lighting is just really good. So I'm working on that, and then also bringing the camera a little closer to me, just so you can see my gains a little bit better, see my mass a little bit better, just making it closer. And yeah, but I'm also pretty thrilled to see that I have a lat vein. I noticed that, I think, last chest day. I don't know why I noticed, not chest day, but last back day. A lat vein, and then also a couple weeks ago I noticed my chest vein on my right side, my right pec, which actually is my smaller pec, or my least, not a strong pec. I feel like my left side's a little bit stronger, but for some reason I got more striations in my right, and I got a vein going down, so I'm not complaining. That's definitely pretty cool. Usually during the bulk you lose those, but it shows you I'm getting stronger, so for some reason more veins are popping out. I'm also losing some. I know I'm gaining more body fat because I can just see, not a crazy amount, but I mean, I can tell after looking at myself every day, just a little bit more body fat. But you know, that's kind of just it's just kind of the downside of bulking, you know. The reality is you're not going to gain any muscle if you don't gain a little bit of fat too, unless you're like really lean bulking. That's just, I don't really believe in like really lean bulking, like 22 pounds per week. That's just a little, I think you can get a little bit more out of bulking a little bit heavier, like 0.5 to 1 pound per week. But I'm not too stressed out about it. I know I'm gaining mass every day. I definitely need to try. I need to work on my poses, because honestly I have no idea how to pose. Maybe I need to look at a YouTube video or something, but I just kind of flex my muscles in, you know. But I kind of need to learn how to properly pose a little bit so I can get more consistent progression videos, you could say, because if you're flexing a little different every time, then it's not the same, you know. But it's on TikTok, and commented on this one dude's post. It was talking about, oh, you have to take a rest day after so and so many workouts, and you're not going to gain muscle if you don't. And I'm like, Cap, everybody's different. And then he responded me saying, basically, well, he is right, everybody's different, but typically, something along the lines like, typically you're gonna want it, you have to wait 48 hours. I'm like, okay, so I'm right, but I'm wrong. Like, okay, that's a weird response, but you don't need to take a rest day every day. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm proof in the pudding. There's multiple people that shows proof that you don't need to take that much rest days. It's just the matter of fact of how well you recover, you know. If you're just eating junk food every day, yeah, you're probably gonna need a rest day. But if you're doing everything right, you take the right supplements, you get enough sleep, you shouldn't have that issue. I mean, of course, there are days where you just kind of need a rest day, but I truly do believe you're gonna see more gain if you just work out basically every day, unless you actually need it, you know, unless your chest is too sore that's actually impacting your arm lift or like your back lift. I mean, I'm still pretty sore most of the days and I still do the lift, but I get a crazy pump. I'm still gaining muscle, because ever since I switched over to doing cardio every day, only taking rest days when I need to, I've blown up. So I mean, it's just Cap.
don't believe what they say, that you can't work out every day. And people are like, oh, well, you must take steroids because you work out. No, dude. You don't even know what MyFitnessPal is. Like, whatever. Enough of that rant, but today I'm going to rate a 7 out of 10. It was pretty good, but I know I can do better, you could say, so whatever, but still got a good lift. I did what I need to, put a pretty good amount of effort into it, and I definitely gained from today. But don't get caught up in the whole you're overtraining, unless you really are. I mean, your workout shouldn't be freaking 2 hours long and like hitting a ton of sets. I mean, it should be not that much, and then just enough to get it broken down, get a good pump, and then you're out of there. Because once you get past that, it's just kind of pointless, kind of overtraining. But that's all I really wanted to talk about. Go eat some food, recover. So see you guys tomorrow.